What's going on, y'all? It's your boy T Jones, also known as JunesEightyEIght. Bringing a new segment to this channel called the Jones Files. I'm gonna probably put this in a playlist, make a playlist for this. I'm gonna break down some things about. I got asked by my homegirl, tell the story about how I got started. So I'm gonna start from high school, college to now. So when I was in high school, I always did music, but let me rephrase that. I like to rap growing up. So, in high school, everybody was rapping in the morning. Junior high school, people were rapping in the morning. I jump in the cypher, spit some stuff, say some shit. But it wasn't until like high school, like senior year, I really started taking it seriously. And little backstory, my grandfather, God bless the dead, before he passed, way before he passed, I found like a picture of him at his crib, at him and my grandma's crib. God bless the dead to her too. I seen a picture of him with the suited up. I didn't even know my granddad played guitar. Like, granddad, what? I'm like, what is this? I used to be in a band back in my heyday. I'm like, oh, all right. I said, so I'm like, oh, that's where I get it from. And I said, granddad, typical question. I said, granddad, why'd you stop doing music? He said, I did it for your grandma. She asked me to stop doing it. So I stopped. I'm like, all right. See what love make you do? Look what love make you do. And on top of that, my mom, she's a poet. She writes poetry, short stories, all that. So it's always, I guess as you would say, it's been in my DNA, but I just never knew that growing up. Cause I never knew my granddad was in a band. I knew my mom did poetry, but it wasn't until you're around certain people that help you unlock your talents that that help nurture and watch the flower grow and help you become who you are. So I get to high school, I link up with an old friend of mine. He does music, and he was doing music at the time. He still does music now, and he's an R&B singer, and we linked up and really started working. But this is high school, and so my mom really wasn't having me doing music. Like, she thought it was just a phase. She really, typical parent stuff, thinking it's just a phase, and not really seeing what I was doing. And at that time, I wasn't trying to fight that shit. I'm like, oh, whatever, cool, whatever. So I still did music. I was mainly writing, because this is back in the day, like early 2000s. And that's before people had home studios. You really had to go to the studio. You really had to buy beats. And at that time, I didn't even know what you had. I didn't even know what to buy. I didn't even know nothing about buying beats. I don't even think SoundClick or BeatStars was a thing back then. I didn't know how people got beats. So I remember they used to have CDs loaded with beats, a bunch of just already radio beats that people could like freestyle off of. I had a CD full of those beats, like a bunch of beats. I gave it to my boy, and he found a beat on there, wrote something to it, and we never did nothing with the song. But anyway, fast forward. I tell people who I am now. I've always been that guy. Like, I don't see myself as a popular person. I don't see myself as I just see myself as a cool ass dude, nothing too crazy. So fast forward. So we just rapping and singing in school, you know what I mean? Gained some momentum with what we were doing, and gained a lot of momentum doing what we were doing. And I remember did a few talent shows and whatnot. But me being me, I was always, as surprising it may sound, as as much as a people person as I am, back then I was kind of shy when it came to music. Like, people knew I could write and everything, but they didn't know that I did, like, you know. I consider myself a creative genius when it comes to music shit, you know, but like, this is back in the day where social media really wasn't a thing. MySpace had just took off, and this back when schools were blocking MySpace and shit. So I built a lot of buzz off of another website called, I forget the name of it, but everybody in my school the whole school had it. So I put this towards the end of my senior year. I had made a post because my plan was after I graduated, I was gonna work on this phenomenal, crazy project, and I made a post about it, and I made that post that morning. The whole school knew about it, and everybody, yo, you about to do this? Like, yeah, it was a thing, and everybody was freaking out about it because nobody knew knew at the time I was on some music stuff like that. They knew I did it, but they didn't really know. Long story short, that never came out. I said all that to say that shit never came out. But I got started in high school, and if you would have told me then that I would be doing something like this now, I probably wouldn't have believed it. And it's just and with me, I always surround myself around creative people, and I always been like that. Like, I like to be around creative people that I can help them grow, and they can help me grow. It's just as a creator. And just think about it now, I'm kind of glad my mom didn't push me to do music like I am now, because looking at the business side of music, it's really twisted. You hear a lot of horror stories about what happened to people when they get famous early in their career, like when they're young and where they're at now. I mean, I think I had, not to toot my own horn, not to hype myself up, but I believe I'm one of those people that if I really would have went for it, knowing how I am now, I would have went full force. And I'm glad I didn't, because I'm more mature now. I have more understanding now. And just thinking about it now, just going back and just thinking about it as I speak on it, it's just like one of the things, like, man, like just the thought about it, the thinking about it now, like, man, because you never really think people say, what do you want to do in the future? You have an idea, but you never know, because what life may throw at you. I mean, I don't know what you believe in, but I'm a believer of Christ. But you never know what God's going to put in your way and to slow you down. And I had a major slowdown one year, and I'm gonna talk about that next week. But staying on topic, like I say, I got started in high school, man. I always had music in me. Like, it was one of the things I always liked. And it was just one of the things, like, and then like putting together shows and everything, which I'll talk about that down the line, because this is gonna be like a 3-part series. 3 parts. And I got another segment I'm gonna do too, also, about, I'll probably do that too. Trying to break this down. No, I'm telling you this. I got something before I get out of here, I'm gonna drop something in November talking about something also. I'm gonna tell you the story about how my Christmas show, Snow Jams, got started too. I'm gonna talk about that next week. But before I get out of here, like I said, man, all this got started in high school, junior high school, because like I say, being around people, it's different between people that say, oh, they just rap for fun. That's what everybody normally does it for. But I don't know anybody that I went to school with. I know a few people that I went to school with that I know personally that's doing music seriously. Matter of fact, I only know one. it's just, and actually, it's me and him. It's just us two, just doing seriously that I went to school with, that graduated with us. It's just me and him and me. That's it, you know. And yeah, y'all, that's about it. Let me know what else y'all want me to talk about. What else y'all want to know about? I'll be happy to cover it because yeah, I'm reviving this channel. I'm gonna give out content. You know, let me be honest with you. I really stopped doing YouTube videos just because of the viewership that I was getting. I wasn't getting a lot of views anymore since YouTube changed. But other than that, I'm coming back. I'm gonna start dropping videos. I'm gonna start dropping videos either once a week or twice a week, or probably 2 a day. I don't know. Do like they do in football, 2 a days. I don't know. But I know that I'm gonna give y'all guys something. I'm gonna give y'all something every week. I'm gonna give y'all something. I'm gonna give y'all videos. I'm gonna keep giving y'all videos, cranking out content to grow this channel. But other than that, I'm out. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. Part 2. This is the high school years. I'm gonna get into the college years of how everything got kicked off. And that's the fun part. High school wasn't that big of a thing, but he had to get that out of there. But next week is gonna be very, very interesting. I'm out. Peace.